Though examples of servant leadership have been found throughout history, the actual phrase and modern understanding of servant leadership was attributed to Robert K. Greenleaf, a former executive who spent most of his career in management development. It wasn't until after his retirement that the formation of servant leadership theory occurred. Greenleaf attributed this breakthrough moment when he read author Hermann Hesse's novel, Journey to the East. The narrative deals with travelers searching for a group named the League to acquire the ultimate truths from, only to fail when their beloved servant named Leo disappears one evening. After his disappearance, the travelers disband and stop their search altogether. In looking back, the book's narrator realizes that Leo was the positive force that kept the travelers together and that they were not as strong as they originally thought before meeting him. The story ends when the narrator finding Leo several years later, learning that he is indeed the president of the League. The same group that the travelers were searching for all along. What Greenleaf realized from this story is that authentic leadership comes from the desire to serve others first, with the conscious decision to become a leader being secondary. Therefore, the organizational pyramid becomes inverted, with leadership making employees their top priorities. A servant leader focuses on the well-being and development of their employees as well as the communities that they are involved with. The servant leader does not monopolize power but sees it as a shareable commodity that empowers their employees to become better at their jobs by including them in on the decision-making process. Above all else, the servant leader puts the needs of others first and helps their team perform at their highest capabilities. In servant leadership, you are a resource for others as a leader, and your power and authority comes from being in the service of others. Although it might seem paradoxical to be considered a servant and a leader, it actually makes a great deal of sense in that one of the most important areas that you need to develop with your team is trust. To build trust, you have to work alongside your team in the trenches, providing them with guidance and support when they are not sure of what action to take to accomplish specific goals. You as leader are the point person that can develop your team members into self-sufficient and highly competent professionals that distinguish your department and your organization by living the mission and vision of your work. When others feel acknowledged and are perceived as vital to the mission, trust will grow and job satisfaction will elevate. This is especially important for small organizations that might have trouble retaining top talent against organizations that offer better financial opportunities. Most people leave positions because they feel that they are powerless and ignored in the decision-making process that affects them directly. Not only does a servant leader understand this, but they also realize that being proactive and not waiting around for these feelings to take hold is equally as important. You aren't a mind reader, but as a servant leader, you can check in periodically with your employees to find out how they are managing and advise them through difficult times. This line of thinking is captured in Greenleaf's test, challenging servant leaders to ask the following prompts. Do those served grow as persons? Do they, while being served, become healthier, wiser, freer, more autonomous, more likely themselves to become servants? And what is the effect on the least privileged in society? Will they benefit or at least not be further deprived? This allows the leader to shift focus from being a self-serving leader to one that wants success for all individuals involved in the organization.